Hello and welcome. So it's Leon Street here with another 8 to 10 minute live stream tutorial to help you grow your business. And today's topic is a real interesting one. And the reason why I say interesting is because a lot of people want help in this area. And that area is creating or how to create an irresistible offer so that your prospects are pretty much desperate to buy from you. And a lot of the time when people are thinking about how best to sell their coaching program or even consulting service or even just general small business service, um, you find that people don't really understand what it is in terms of what they're offering. And because of this, it becomes a challenge in the sense of if you don't know what you're selling, there's probably a good chance that your audience doesn't know what you're selling either. And this is a problem. And it's a problem I see, with small business owners, coaches, consultants regularly. And it's almost like, well, how do you tackle the steps in creating an irresistible offer? Now, the irresistible offer only becomes irresistible when you know who the offer is for. And it probably sounds kind of like, yeah, that makes sense, Leon. Of course, you got to know who it's for. The reality is that if you're going to put together an irresistible offer, if you know who it's for, then you've got to understand, well, what is the problem that it solves? Because a lot of the time, the problem that your irresistible offer is going to solve is for the specific niche that you support. And there's a number of steps that I'm going to take you through shortly to show you how to create an irresistible offer. And a lot of the times, people don't understand their offer because it's all up here in their head. They don't really actually have it articulated. They don't have it, saved somewhere that would make sense in, well, not even sense, but even something tangible, something real, something that people can feel like, yeah, this is for me. This is something that I can see myself owning or I can see myself having. And that's really what I want to get across in this video right now. So let me give you the key steps. So let's say you're a coach, yeah, or a consultant, or a small business owner that offers some type of service, some professional service. So I'm assuming that you are a person of integrity, you have testimonials, and you deliver some real cool stuff. So if you're going to create something that is irresistible to somebody, then you've got to understand who it's for. So that means you've got to have qualified prospects to sell to, or you've got to have a qualified audience in the sense that you understand the niche, the different reasons as to why they would buy from you in the first place. So as an example, if you have the scenario of a business coach, they're selling business coaching services, then generally the business coach is going to sell to a business, but that business could have, real specific attributes about it. It could be an established business. It could be a business that is generating a certain level of revenue, let's say £500,000. Maybe the decision maker is a person who's aged 35 to 45. It could be male or female, could be both. And so the key thing is really understanding who is the person that your offer is for, because without knowing who the offer is for, you're only going to get, so far. So the key step in creating an irresistible offer is to really know the niche that you serve and getting to know the reasons why they will buy from you is critical to your offer being irresistible to them, because an offer can only be irresistible if a person sees that it can solve the problem that they have better than anybody else, and in that moment when they're making that buying decision, that they can clearly see that it is for them, and that actually they're not going to be kind of thinking about, is the price right, is this good for me? They're going to be thinking, let's get it now so I can get the solution to this problem that I have. So let me take you through a few steps that you can consider. So one of them is, when you're putting your offer together, you have to make your offer real. So as the example that I gave in terms of being a business coach, if a business coach is only verbalizing, telling a person and has nothing to show, whether it's a presentation, whether it's a picture on a website, something printed off tangible, it becomes difficult for a lot of people to see exactly what it is that they're getting. Yeah, because a lot of it is going to be translated audibly, so a person's going to speak. And one of the biggest things that you've got to understand is that in creating an irresistible offer, you've got to make the offer real. You've got to make something tangible. So if you are providing services but you don't offer a specific product that a person can touch or feel, you need to show them something as an alternative. So you've got to show them a sales presentation. I see so many business owners who don't have a sales presentation. What they have is the gift of the gab. They can talk, but the gift of the gab doesn't give you consistency, and it doesn't give you something that you can sell time and time again. So the first step in making your offer irresistible is put together a sales presentation. Yeah, it might sound obvious, but I see so many business owners, coaches, consultants who don't have a sales presentation. And at best, they'll create a sales presentation with 1,000,001 products or services. So it's not focused. Make sure your sales presentation is focused on one key area. So, for instance, if you have a group coaching program or a one-to-one program or just different types of services, have a sales presentation for each product. And the reason being, at the point of you having your sales meeting or sales call, it's only going to be on that call that you can clearly identify which particular product is the right fit by asking the appropriate questions during the sales call or the sales meeting. Because what you don't want to do is kind of show a menu like they're going into a restaurant, because they'll never make up their mind on what's right for them. You have to lead a person. So what can you include in your sales presentation? You can put things like future pacing ownership, so you can show them the benefits of what will happen when they have your product or service. You can clearly show the benefits, i.e. the unique selling proposition or the value proposition. And that's also cool because it gives a person some clarity on what they see. You can show features if there are specific features to the service or what you offer. You show real value. So what you can do is look at, so as an example, what are the key components that are included with all the different attributes of the service? So that way a person can clearly see that there is item A, B, C, D, and item A has a value, B has a value, C has a value. So whether that's kind of intrinsic value or perceived value, and intrinsic value simply means what is the kind of raw value. The perceived value is the value that they will probably think that it costs, or maybe it is what it will actually cost to hire a professional such as yourself. So show real value when you get to the section where you're listing or itemizing the key parts of what is included with the service. Include reasons why they should buy that particular service in the sales presentation. And, you know, the whole point of this, the reason should be showing them that that product or service has the answers to the problem or the symptoms of the problem that they're experiencing. The next point that you need to include in your sales presentation is social proof. Put testimonials in there, put logos of the actual companies or faces of the people who've bought the service or product from you, and show the testimonial. And when you've got a testimonial, show less. Don't show like paragraphs and pages. Show the best, juiciest paragraph and make it big, make it easy to read. So it's kind of like snappy. People get a feel like bang, straight away, like, yep, this product's for me. That's a great testimonial. And then finally, once you've showed all the value, show the price. And here's a little tip. If you don't have a sales presentation already, and you have a product that comes in varying prices, kind of like bronze, silver, and gold, start with gold, then silver, then bronze. The reason why you do that, it gives people contrasting, seeing the different prices for the different options maybe that you've got listed in your sales presentation. So really, that's how you create an irresistible offer in a real short, snappy way. And what I would suggest you do is turn it into a PowerPoint presentation, which is then a PDF. After that, you can convert it into a PDF. And you know, I really would advise you to go out and create one if you don't have one already. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, most business owners don't have those in place, and most salespeople don't. So it's going to put you an advantage to everybody else probably, but it's also going to give you consistency, because each time you present your offer to that person, it's going to be consistent in terms of what you describe each and every time. So every time that you do it, you can improve it, tweak it, and help you to get better conversions when it comes to selling your coaching or consulting services. And it just makes your life so much easier. And it makes it easier, most importantly, for your prospects to make a buying decision right there and then. So I hope that helps you with marketing in your business and how you can create irresistible offers. If you want to find out more, drop a comment below this video if you've got any specific questions you want to ask me. But otherwise, it's Leon Street from businessownerelevation.com, helping you to go to the next level. Thanks for watching.